Good afternoon and welcome to a spectacular fall afternoon here in Rosendale, Wisconsin, and I am at the home of the Winnebago RC Flyers field, and it's a partly cloudy day, but the temperature is mild for this time of the year in November. But it's a wonderful day to run an engine, and the engine I've got on the stand today is the recently acquired OS 50 FSR engine. Now this is an engine that I did a two-part look inside video of because it was two parts because I broke the ring, ordered a replacement ring from RMJ Machine Worx, installed that ring, and this is the first time that this engine will be run with the new ring installed. So what that means is the very first run here, and I've got a pretty full tank of fuel. I may split this into two runs. The first run will be take it pretty easy to kind of set that ring in the sleeve. I'm not going to try and tweak it out too much, but then hopefully the second run, if I do a second run today, I'll lean it out just a little bit more. Now the fuel I've got in here is a mixture of some FAI and some nitro fuel, so there's probably, I don't know, maybe 3% nitro. Currently I have an OS number 8 plug in here. If for some reason it seems like there's just too much or not enough nitro in this fuel, I've got an OS A3 plug or a hotter plug that I can switch to if necessary, but we'll see how it goes. So that's the fuel. The prop I've got here is an APC 11.7. So the last time I had a 50 FSR engine when I lived in Florida and I ran a 12.6 prop on it. And now I'm not sure why I put the 11.7 on here, because I think I really wanted to put the 11.6 on here because I wanted to rev it up a little bit more, just do something slightly different than I did the last time. But I think an 11.7 is roughly the same load as a 12.6, so we'll see. If I do a second run, maybe I'll swap props also. But let's just fire this thing up and see how she does. Let's see how she takes a prime. Prime really well. Okay, so that turned out to not be exactly what I said I was going to do, which is not unusual. I ended up doing a tuning run and running it harder than I probably should have, but oh well, it's my engine, I can do what the hell I want with it. However, I do have enough fuel left. I'm going to let it cool down just a little bit, and now that I've got it tuned fairly decent, the low speed is still weird, and to me it feels like there's an issue with the O-ring in that carb. It doesn't feel right when I'm adjusting the low speed needle, so I don't think that I'm going to get this thing perfect because there's just something doesn't feel right. This is an engine that, who knows, this could date back to 1980. 50 FSR, I can't remember exactly. This is a pretty old engine when it was released. I don't know how old this particular engine is, but it didn't seem to have a whole lot of runtime on it. And its bearings are silky smooth, but that doesn't mean that the O-rings in the carb are not dry rotted and deteriorated. It just doesn't feel smooth when I'm tuning that. But I'm going to let it cool down here a little bit. I'm going to change to my A3 plug, not change anything else on here, and we're going to run an A3 plug with the remainder of the fuel with the same settings right now, and see if the RPM, low speed RPM is different, high speed RPM is different. See how it just sounds and runs differently with a hotter A3 plug.